Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the Golden State Warriors side of opening night in their 123-109 victory over the Los Angeles Lakers. Now, first things first, that ring ceremony was awesome. It was absolutely awesome. Man, what the Golden State Warriors have been able to accomplish in the last decade or so, it's so impressive. And I love ring ceremonies in general, but for whenever it's Golden State, it means more. It just feels right. So I loved that ring ceremony, and although Golden State didn't play the best basketball, they had 18 turnovers, shot 45.5% from the field, impressive 35.6% from downtown, but sloppy with the turnovers at times, sometimes shooting the ball a little inefficiently. They got the job done, and at the end of the day, they still looked great. They still looked like the champions from last year. They're the team to beat. They're the team you got to knock off, and we saw actually an 11-man rotation from them last night going all the way down to Moses Moody. Talk about that in a second, but as far as the starters go, keep in mind Draymond Green and Klay Thompson were both on minutes restrictions, all right? Steph Curry, he played all right. Shot a little inefficient at times still at the end of the day, 33.7 assists, 4 steals, and a block. Shot 10 of 22 from the field, 4 of 13 from downtown. A lot of the looks were good. Great game from Steph Curry. But for me, as good of a game, it's crazy, 33 points. He's not my player of the game for the Golden State Warriors. It's actually Andrew Wiggins. Now, he had a really good season last year, right? All-star starter, a really, really good postseason, like incredible postseason, and he had a super solid preseason. So recently he just got extended, and he's a big integral piece for the Golden State Warriors' success, as you see. Like last night, plus 25 first off, shot 8 of 14 from the field, 4 of 7 from downtown, 20 points, 6 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block. So you can tell. I mean, it's not like Andrew Wiggins has ever been a bad shooter or a bad ball handler, but you can tell he worked on his three-point shooting. You can tell he worked on his shot in general. You can tell he worked on his ball handling. He was playmaking a little bit out there. We knew Andrew Wiggins can do a little bit of everything, right? On the offensive end speaking, can do a little bit of everything. But we saw an improvement last night. I mean, the eyes don't lie, and Andrew Wiggins looks like an all-star starter right now. So you can tell he's just much more confident right now. You can tell he improved greatly, and for me, last night he was the player of the game. The Los Angeles Lakers ended up scoring 38 points in the fourth quarter, and while it never really got, it never was like, it did get to the point where the lead was narrowing. And Andrew Wiggins was a huge reason. Like, he knocked down some big-time threes. He put on some big-time clamps when he had to the most. And so Andrew Wiggins is my player of the game. Klay Thompson, Draymond Green. Klay had 18. I saw some stuff saying Klay should come off of the bench. We'll wait and see with that. I don't think we're at that point quite yet. We'll talk about Jordan Poole in a second. But Kevon Looney continues to do his thing. He finished as a team high plus 30, 7 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal. I think Kevon Looney is one of the most reliable players, one of the most underrated reliable players in the entire NBA. He played every single game last season. Every single game last season. Now, James Wiseman is finally back, and James Wiseman is making play after play after play. Obviously, you want him to make his free throws. He shot 0-4 from the free throw line last night, but in just 17 minutes, James Wiseman, 4-6 from the field, 8 points, 7 rebounds, and a block. He's going to be right there with Kevon Looney. Now, Kevon will be your starter. He will be your closer, but maybe sometimes based on matchups, rest, injuries, we'll see what happens. James Wiseman's going to be right behind him. Kevon Looney is really good, though, so, I don't need to tell Warriors fans, but I did see some people say, James Wiseman should be starting relatively soon. I don't think we're quite there yet either. As good of a playmaker as he is, and as improved team-wise he is, and what I mean by that is he's making the right passes. He's not forcing anything, or he's not forcing everything. Big boy, right? Big body. Like, he's just very raw still. James Wiseman is still just very raw, and Kevon Looney was extended for a reason. Like, Kevon Looney is your starter. He's your closer right now. I mean, and for the time being, and, I don't know when that'll end, so I don't think it should end, right? But what I'm saying is, up next, James Wiseman and the Golden State Warriors. I mean, everyone's got to be thrilled, right? Everybody's got to be thrilled. Now, speaking of the bench, six-man Jordan Poole. Jordan Poole, we all know he should be a starter. He came in, knocked 2 threes in right away. However, rest of the game, he struggled offensively. Shot just 4-15, 2 of 9 from downtown. He did have 7 assists, which is really nice because the Warriors lack a backup point guard, which, if they have Donte DiVincenzo and Jordan Poole, they'll be just fine. But Jordan Poole did play good defense. Played really solid defense, so you might see the point total and you're like, oh, he struggled. Well, he was distributing, he was playmaking for his teammates, and he was playing some solid defense. So that's what you do when your shot's not hitting, right? That's what good players do when your shot's not hitting. Outside of that, JaMychal Green came in with 5 offensive rebounds, 2 threes. I mean, I made several videos this summer on JaMychal Green and how crazy of a signing this was. And we even had some Nugget fans on this channel, or Nugget Grizzly fans on this channel, saying, like, slow your roll. JaMychal Green won't do anything for you. I'm like, what? He did much. He did a lot for both of your basketball teams, first off. And second off, you're wrong. Veteran leadership, offensive rebounds, defensive rebounds, 3-point, stretches the floor. He's a high IQ basketball player. He is a team player. JaMychal Green is a very underrated pickup for the Golden State Warriors in this offseason. Donte DiVincenzo, also another addition. Now, offensively, 3 of 6, 1 of 2 from downtown, 8 points, just 2 assists and a steal. Just 2 assists, that sounded kind of desperate. He was playmaking. All right, he was sharing the ball handling duties. He was playing really, really solid defense, and his 3-pointer came in the 4th quarter when they really needed that 3-pointer. Or not really needed the 3-pointer, but they could use a 3-pointer. How's that? And Donte DiVincenzo gave him that 3-pointer. So Donte and JaMychal, while it's not like a crazy Rudy Gobert trade acquisition, all defense, decoy player, those are 2 really, really efficient basketball players that are going to fit, and you're seeing it right now, they're going to fit really good with the Golden State Warriors and what Steve Kerr does. So outside of that, we have, who are we missing? Ryan Rollins played a little bit of garbage time. Kuminga and Moses Moody. Moody only played 8 minutes, all right? 6 of it was before garbage time. Was there hair in my mouth? There was a hair in my mouth. Jonathan Kuminga, although he didn't score a point, Jonathan Kuminga definitely earned himself some minutes with his hustle and his defense and he played smart out there on the defensive end. Like I said, those shots will start falling. You want 0-2 from downtown, 0-3 from the field. Those shots will start falling, and even if he's playing 15 minutes a night, this is a deep team, man, right? It's a very deep team, and I loved his hustle. There were several plays where it's not going to show up on the stat sheet, but there were a lot of great hustle plays from Jonathan Kuminga last night. I'm still very big on Moses Moody. I still think he's going to have, I think by the end of the season, he'll have almost a Jordan Poole from a couple of years ago ascension. And what I mean by that is, double digits, reliable shooter. Maybe reliable shooter isn't the best word, but can get hot. Moses Moody's a really good basketball player, and his time's coming. So we'll see when that happens. That's it for today. If you guys enjoy it, you want daily content, hit that like button, hit that sub button. But most importantly, go ahead, drop some comments down below. What are your thoughts on the Golden State Warriors victory last night?